Welcome to 17 News, your quick update on everything happening with the group. Let's start with group updates. Their 11th mini-album, 17th Heaven, originally released in 2023, has re-entered Japan's weekly album chart with over 2,000 copies sold last week. A strong reminder of the group's consistent popularity and longevity, even long after its initial release. In a recent episode featuring Big Bang's Daesung alongside TXT, fans were given a tour inside HYBE's facilities, including a look at the in-house medical clinic. Eagle-eyed viewers noticed posters from 17's collaboration with MSD, promoting awareness about the HPV vaccine. This connects to something The 8 recently shared during a live stream, where he mentioned feeling tired after receiving his third dose. For context, this vaccine protects against the human papillomavirus, a very common virus mainly transmitted through sexual contact. 17 has been actively involved in campaigns promoting health awareness and prevention, becoming one of the few groups openly addressing topics that are often considered taboo, encouraging both fans and even fellow HYBE artists to take care of their health. It was also announced that the highly anticipated fan meeting will be broadcast live in cinemas across Japan due to high demand. And, speaking of fan meetings, 17's 9th fan meeting Carrotland ranked as the third most in-demand concert of 2025 in terms of ticket sales. They were also the only K-pop act in the top 5. The members were also spotted attending the wedding of one of Team SVT's managers. The ceremony included a special moment where the groom walked into a 17 song, and DK and Seungkwan personally congratulated the couple by singing live. Most of the members were present, except for Hoshi and Woozi, who are currently completing their military service, and Joshua, SCOUPS, and MINGYU, who were overseas at the time. Another viral moment this week involved MINGYU and the 8, who attended a BTS concert. Jungkook has been known to be close friends with them for nearly a decade. However, what really sparked discussion online was an interaction with Bang Si-hyuk, HYBE's founder, who greeted multiple artists at the event. This moment gained attention not only because of the ongoing legal controversies surrounding him, including investigations related to fraud and other serious accusations, but also because of his public image. Bang PD has not typically been perceived as a CEO who is openly close or interactive with artists, and even less so with 17. Because of that, many online users interpreted this interaction as somewhat unexpected, with some even suggesting it could be an attempt to improve his public image amid the current situation. As always, these are online interpretations and should be taken as such. What did you think about that interaction? Let us know in the comments. Putting that aside, MINGYU and The 8 also faced criticism from some toxic Jungkook fans for their appearance at the concert, specifically for not using official light sticks, not wearing tour merchandise, and what some described as low energy. But others pointed out a different perspective. MINGYU had just returned to Korea from an overseas schedule and still chose to attend to support his friend despite being visibly tired. And many also highlighted the hypocrisy of these criticisms, since similar behavior hasn't been questioned in the past when the roles are reversed. And finally, 17's contract renewal has now been officially announced. But that's a topic we'll be covering in detail in a separate video very soon, because there's simply too much to unpack. Moving on to SCOUPS. He had a hilarious and unexpected viral moment this week involving a carrot. It all started when he shared on Weverse that he randomly encountered a fan while waiting at a crosswalk, both of them coincidentally wearing the same jacket from his unit merch with MINGYU. So, jokingly, he approached her and said something along the lines of, "Hey, we're wearing a couple look." For context, in South Korea, couples often dress in matching outfits, so it's a pretty common joke. But what made it even funnier is that the fan didn't recognize him at all. SQ said he was left in shock, thinking she might be Japanese based on her reaction, while she and her friends just looked at him a bit confused. A few hours later, the fans involved shared their side of the story, and it made the situation even better. Turns out, they were actually from Singapore, and they were just reacting to the cold and chatting among themselves when two guys walked by and started talking to them in Korean. One of them mentioned the matching jackets, and when the fan turned around to take a closer look, she recognized the jacket first, and then realized how familiar he looked. For a brief moment, they even thought to themselves, wait, doesn't he kind of look like SQ's? But they didn't actually believe it could be him, so they all just laughed it off and continued on their way. It wasn't until later, after seeing SQ's Weverse post, that it finally hit them, that it was actually him. A few days later, SQ's went live and talked about the situation again, joking with fans about it and saying, well, she said she could be too scared to talk to me, but what about me? I could have been scared too. But he also shared something more serious during that live. Scoop spoke about the current condition of his leg and the possibility of undergoing another procedure.
다리 수술은 올 초인가 병원을 가서 이제 진단을 받고 되도록이면 제 주변에 이제 십자인대 수술하신 분들한테 여쭤보니까 무조건 막 빼야 된다 이건 없더라고요. 그래서 한번 가서 병원 가서 상담을 받아볼 예정입니다. 사실 재활을 다시 하기가 좀 두렵기도 해요. 그냥 빼고 나서도 재활을 해야 된다고 하더라고요.
And if you're not fully familiar with his injury and recovery journey, we actually have a full video on the channel covering that in detail. You can check it out after this. Even a year and a half after his enlistment, Jeonghan continues to surprise fans with pre-recorded content he prepared in advance. This week, a new vlog from his series was released on 17's official channel, bringing fans one step closer to his eventual return. Japanese actor and singer Machida, who has become a close friend of Jeonghan over the past few years, was recently promoting in Korea. During an interview, he shared, "I dream of releasing a song with Jeonghan. I owe him a lot in many ways." He also mentioned that although they still keep in touch from time to time, they weren't able to meet during his recent trip to Korea due to conflicting schedules. And in true Jeonghan fashion, he wished MINGYU a happy birthday, and as a gift, he posted recent photos of himself, leaving fans both amused and completely unsurprised by this very on-brand move. A few days later, his friend Han Sang-yuk from VIX revealed that he was actually the one who took those photos during one of their outings together. Joshua graced the cover of the magazine for both the UK and China editions, featuring in separate interviews for each release. He also showed his support for his mom by sharing on social media about her newly opened yogurt shop in Seoul, and Carrots quickly began visiting the location to support her. Fans who stopped by even noticed flower arrangements sent by Wonwoo, showing his support as well. Joshua also traveled to China to attend a live event as an ambassador for the beauty brand Makeup Forever. During the live stream, he once again expressed his gratitude to fans for their support during the recent tour, and also shared some exciting updates. He revealed that he's planning to release a solo song entirely in Chinese very soon, and that he's been working on producing music on his own. In addition to that, he mentioned that he's been taking acting classes and even auditioning for different roles. While he couldn't reveal details about the projects, he shared that he has been practicing different acting techniques and methods, as well as reviewing multiple scripts. Hoshi is another member who prepared a lot of pre-recorded content before his enlistment. And this week, a new vlog was released as part of his Tam Tam series on 17's official channel. In addition to that, he traveled to the United States with a taekwondo team to participate in the 2026 Virginia International Tattoo, performing alongside the Korean military band as part of a cultural showcase. Moving on to Wonwoo. This week, a new vlog was released as part of his EVERY WONWOO series on 17's official channel, continuing to give fans more pre-recorded content while he completes his service. And for the 8, his solo track Skyfall was recently featured in a scene from the new season of the Netflix series EXO Kitty. This marks the third time a 17 song has appeared in the show. MINGYU celebrated his 29th birthday on stage during the final day of the encore concert, surrounded by both his members and fans.
Happy birthday, bro!
He later continued the celebration at a private party with members, staff, and close friends, and the following day, he briefly went live on Weverse to thank fans for all the birthday wishes. A few days later, MINGYU traveled to the Philippines for a fan meeting organized by the chocolate brand Snickers, for which he is an ambassador. Several clips from the event went viral due to the incredible energy and support from Carrots in attendance. It honestly felt more like a concert than a fan meeting.
Happy birthday to everyone. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for my Snickers team. Yes. 민규 씨, 초를 안 불었어요. Please blow the candle. There we have it.
And even after MINGYU had finished and left the venue, fans stayed behind, continuing the celebration on their own while playing 17's songs together. Moving on to Seungkwan. This week, Seungchan and Sohee from RIIZE appeared as guests on his show. During the episode, it was revealed that Seungkwan and Seungchan are actually quite close. They even shared that they're part of a group with other idols and celebrities who enjoy sports, and they regularly meet up to play together. He mentioned that it would make great content if they ever filmed one of those hangouts, but for now, those moments will stay private. He also shared that he personally invited Sohee to the show, as he's a junior he would like to get closer to. Seungkwan also took to Weverse to share a small but meaningful moment from his day. After finishing a busy schedule and preparing for upcoming performances with DK, he received a handwritten note from a carrot while eating at a restaurant, and said it truly made his day. The message expressed gratitude, support, and how 17's music has been a source of strength over the years. Two actors who recently worked with DINO on the variety show Bonjour Bakery shared their experiences. First, actor Kim Seon-ho mentioned DINO during a live broadcast. He spoke very highly of him, describing him as someone with a great personality, strong work ethic, and excellent judgment. He also shared that DINO helped him a lot during filming, and reflected on how impressive it was to see him take on something new and execute it so well, highlighting how his experience and dedication as an idol likely shaped that professionalism. Actor Lee Gi-taek also talked about DINO in a separate interview. He mentioned that at first he felt a bit cautious around him given his global star status, but quickly realized how friendly and easygoing he is. In addition to that, DINO was recently spotted around Seoul filming content alone. And if you remember from the previous episode, many fans had already been speculating about a possible solo music release. Seeing him filming solo content has only added more fuel to those theories. So what do you think? Could something be coming soon? Let us know in the comments. And finally, 17's powerhouse vocal unit DK and Seungkwan are blessing us once again with new music, as they release their new single, Feel Me. At the same time, they've also begun their unit tour, and by the time this video goes up, the first concerts will have already taken place. And knowing them, they definitely delivered an incredible show. So if you attended the concert or watched the live stream, let us know. What did you think? That's all for today's video. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can find the Ko-fi and PayPal links in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next 17 News.